Hey guys, Babe Prieto here with intimacywithinjury.com, and as promised, I'm going to bring you positions that you can start today to reignite that passion in your relationship. Now this video is for the ladies, so hopefully if you put this on and you're not a lady, it really is all about the anatomy, so maybe check out the next video. But we're going to cover a position for each the flexion bias as well as the extension bias that will actually help minimize the amount of movement and maximize the support that you're going to get to make sure that your lovemaking session is successful. Okay, it's very important that you know what I'm talking about when I talk about a flexion bias or extension bias. So if you haven't yet, please go back, review that first video so that you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get started. Now, there are a few important things that you need to know before you actually engage in sex if you are the one with an injury. Number one, you have to know how to get into a position and you know how to get out of the position. You also need to know what to instruct your partner to do, okay? Because they're kind of oblivious, not really knowing what's going to hurt you, what's not going to hurt you, and they're probably scared to do that. So you need to be able to tell them exactly what to do. Okay, so position number one, this is going to work with ladies that have a flexion bias. That means that their back feels the best when it's supported in a slightly flexed position. Okay, I'm going to give you the one that's most practical for a person with flexion bias. Now, everyone's different. Everyone may have something else going on as well. But I'm approaching this from a simple standpoint that I'm going to give you the best, most effective position if you have a straightforward flexion bias injury to your back. Okay, now feel free, guys, to use props. I have a pillow. It's nice and fluffy. It's very large. Okay, I have a towel roll. I would at least have a couple of these so that you can use them to help you with positioning. I also have a very thin, flat pillow. And if you see here, I have what's called a wedge, okay? And these things can be very, very useful when trying to position your body in a manner that's actually going to feel good. Okay, so number one, the woman with a flexion bias. For this, I'm going to use this prop of a wedge, but it's important to know that you can really use you can use pillows and prop them up so that it'll feel better. But I'm going to use this, and these are all part of products that I do sell. I'm a second-party vendor, a third-party vendor, so I don't actually make these myself, and I don't try to make a profit off them. What I want to do is actually to help you be successful in making love. Okay, so a woman with a flexion bias, what you're going to do is you're going to try to find some pillows or perhaps a wedge that comes up to just a couple inches below your navel, okay? You don't want it to be too low. You don't want it to be higher than your navel because it's not really going to work. So once you find your positions, you position your pillows or your wedge at a point where it's just going to be a couple inches below the navel. Here's my navel. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and lie on it. And I want you to notice the position of my low back. Now, this is very supported, okay? There's going to be very little that can disturb the position of my back here. And now with this pillow, I can have even more comfort and be ready to do whatever it is I need to do to be pleased. Okay, so number one, so when you get into the position, you want to walk yourself down, okay? You just slide down if you notice that I did that. Then when you're going to get up, I want you to brace yourself and almost do a push-up as you walk your hands back up. Now that's number one and number two, but number three, what is it that you tell your man to do? You will tell him that when he is pleasuring you, that not to go really hard and really fast. The jarring motion can disturb your injury as well. Okay, so just like the Peter Gabriel song Sledgehammer, this is not that position, okay? So I want you to take that with you. That's number one. That's for the woman with a flexion bias. This is the most functional. You can even position your pillows or support right at the corner, if you see this, right at the corner of a bed, so that you actually can spread your legs a little better to provide better access, okay? So the same thing, you'd slide down, support your low back, and then be ready for fun. Okay, walk yourself back up. Then you're ready to cuddle with your partner. Okay, the second position that I'm going to show is for women with an extension bias. Now this one is one of the most practical positions that you can find for a woman with an extension bias. And it happens to be one of my favorites as a man. So here we go. When you get on your surface, you're going to reach your hands down, slowly put your leg up, then bring the other leg up. Then you're going to get a support pillow, put it underneath your armpits, and just be very, very comfortable. Now, if you notice here, your low back is very supported as well, and it's in a slightly arched position of extension. Now, for you, you can try a couple different things with your legs. You can keep them together, or you can spread them apart and give your partner access a different way. Now, it's really important for your partner to not put all of his weight on you. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get off and out of this position, and I'm going to pretend that the pillow is you and that I am your partner. So you're going to slowly slide to the side, walk yourself up, and now you're ready. Okay, now I'm going to pretend that this pillow is you and I'm your partner. Okay, your partner is going to mount you like so, and if your legs are together, he'll have his legs outside of yours. Now what he's going to do is he's going to get in a position where his arms are extended, and now he's going to work like this, okay? If he gets tired, he can also go down on one elbow, but always try to maintain his pressure off of your buttock and off of your low back. Okay, so this gives your man a chance to work on those arms, work on his arm strength as he is pleasing you. So those are two positions you can start today. I'm very excited for you because when you have your intimacy back, especially with a man who feels disconnected, we're pretty simple gals, and usually if we connect sexually, we feel like we're really in a good space. Okay, so keep watching for more videos and more helpful tips, or visit my website intimacywithinjury.com, and we'll see you later. Make your move.